tout le monde. A grand congratulations, and I'm very thrilled and proud to announce that 3 wonderful women nailed the TEF Canada exam. So just give you a little bit of quick context here. Param joined us in December and she nailed the TEF Canada in the very first attempt, which I'm super proud of. And this is what her score looks like. She particularly took the writing and speaking sessions from us. Going further to now Akanksha's score, she cleared TEFAQ, TEFAQ, wherein she needed B2. She joined us only for the speaking session and she joined us in February. And last but not the least is Menka, who nailed the exam with this score, and she particularly took the speaking sessions from us. So here you go, all the TEF success stories. And now let's move on to the video, which is the purpose of this video is to talk to you about what exactly you need to qualify for the French category draw. So there's a lot of confusion in the market that whether you need a work experience or not, if you need a work experience particularly in the French domain or not, or a French company or not, so and how much work experience you need. So this video is going to answer all of those questions. Let me take you to the laptop. For those of you who do not know me, this is Ankita. I reside in Toronto. I'm French language TEF Canada expert, and if you need any sort of consultation, you want to talk about you yourself particularly, book the consultation call. And I am opening, I've just opened a lot of spots for the people who would like to take one-on-one sessions. Let's get on to the video now. Here we go. So this video is addressing all of those IRCC special queries which I do get on my comments, on my Insta, and also on my LinkedIn now. So let's understand what exactly this is all about. First thing first, the IRCC, as I made a video currently, that they are focusing broadly, majorly on the category-based draws and very less on the federal skill general draws. Now, category-based draws, who do not know much about it, please go ahead and watch my earlier video, because this video is going to focus on exactly on the French category-based draws, do's and don'ts, terms and conditions. So obviously now we all know, let's say I assume that you know what exactly the French category based draw are. Going further, Canada obviously are focusing, according to the latest news, as 30% they would be focusing on the French proficiency draw, which clearly indicates that French is going to be the dominating category out of all the draws which you are going to see this year. Now, let's understand how this works. Now, what exactly the eligibility criteria for this category-based draws are, that you have to have a valid express entry profile. Now, you would only be eligible for the category-based draw if at all you are first qualified for the express entry profile. Now, what is express entry profile and what exactly the qualifiers for the express entry? Now, for the express entry, you have to have one of the 3 immigration program and of course the category based draw eligibility. Now, let me deep dive further for you guys to make you understand this better. Now, one of the 3 immigration program that it covers, what does it mean? It means that either you should be qualified as a federal skilled worker program, or you should be qualified for the federal skilled trade program or Canadian experience class. Now, out of all this, FSWP, which is federal skilled worker program, is the most common because most of you are eligible in this category. Now, let's say in order to make the profile, and how do I know that whether I'm eligible or not? So all you need for the federal skilled worker program are age, work experience. Now, I'm going to talk about the work experience in the following slide, but let's just broadly understand for now. You need age, you need work experience, you need IELTS 777-8 broadly, and the education. When I say education, obviously you should have the ECA done by now, either it is WES, ICAS, or any other body that you would like to use. So this is how you at least get qualified for the federal skill draws or federal skill profile, I would say. When you broadly are eligible, or when you broadly have these 4 criteria, this would lead to the minimum of 67 points, and that is something that makes you eligible at least to create a express entry profile. Now let's deep dive into this work experience thing. Now, Federal Skilled Worker Program work experience means that you should have the same type of job as the knock, as described in the knock. Now you decide the knock what you want to do. Now it doesn't matter, like earlier we has to have A, B, C, D programs, but now it's all about, it's knock basis. So I will not deep dive into what is knock and all. I assume that you know. If you don't know, please comment. I'll make a separate video on that. Now for the knock, whatever you decide, you choose to decide, that is your primary occupation. So you, for that knock, for that occupation, you have roundabout at least 1 year of continuous paid work experience. Now maybe you have a work experience but you were not paid because you were working as a volunteer, you were supporting maybe your uncle, you were supporting your auntie or anyone else, then it won't be qualified. You have to have a letter from your employer that you did continuous 1 year of bare minimum work experience, you were getting paid for that, and you completed 30 hours per week, which constitutes to 1560 hours in total. That is the bare minimum work experience you need. Now, when I say this, I do not mean that you have to have a work experience in a particular category or domain. You choose the knock basis what you work right now. Going further, this is the overview, that is the ministerial instructions of draw. This is how it come across. And so recent, this is the latest one for now, which is 23rd of April, and they do mention whether it is a general draw, whether it is a category based draw. So here if you see it's a general draw, so it was a general draw, so you would be able to see whether it is a general draw, category based draw. So everything is clearly mentioned when they conduct a draw, which is nice, right? Now going further, you would have the priority occupations or French based draw. Differentiation. Now if you see the priority occupations draw, whether it is healthcare, STEM, trade, agriculture based or transport, they need bare minimum of 6 months of work experience, full-time work experience, continuous work experience, and that is something only exists in this priority occupations draw. Versus French, on the other hand, if you see this, they do not need any work experience in the French category. All you need is just CLB7, which is like a big thing. I know, no, I shouldn't say just, but again, it's still better than you do not have to have any work experience in the French category, like French domain, French company, or you would have spoken French for like these many years. No such demarcation, no such criteria for this particular category based draw, which is excellent. Now what you need, what score you need to get qualified for this particular draw is this right in front of you. This is called CLB7, NCLC7 in Francais. So this is what exactly you need: compréhension écrite, oral, expression écrite, expression oral. This is the bare minimum you need. And right now I'm only talking about TEF Canada. I'm only talking about the French category based draw. I'm not referring to TCF. I'm not referring to TEFQ, which is altogether separate thing. Now, work experience for the French category, just to resume what I've just said right now, for the weighing category based draw, you need 6 months work experience and all of that. In French, you do not need all of these. You don't need 6 months work experience. You do not have to come from a French or Francophone country. You do not have to have like spoken or learned or diverse French for about 2 years, 3 years. No, there is no such criteria. All you need is CLB7. So add a 1 year of continuous work experience. That is just to make you eligible for FSW. Now, work experience, as I said before, you don't have to have in a French domain. You can have the work experience, let's say, you know, as a project manager or, you know, as a business analyst, or if not from IT, any other trade you're from. You just have to have what 1 year of experience plus your IELTS plus age, and lastly your CLB7. You're good to go. Now that's it, and I think this is what you're waiting for. This is what exactly Canada is awaiting for you. If you get this, the PR is not far from you. That's all for this video. If you need more further information, please comment. I'm very happy to help you all, and book my consultation, as that way I am able to personalize and customize the approach for you, whether or not you should learn French or not. And if you would like to contact me for the classes and you would like to talk more about it, please contact me. And thank you so much for all your support. Subscribe to my channel, like the video, share the video. Merci beaucoup. Bye bye. Au revoir.